So yeah, now you want to make people feel a certain way. And the best way to make people believe that certain way is through that television. See it? When I watch it, I listen to music and little messages that says the only place where your dream becomes impossible is in your own thinking. And with that being said, I tend to see the lie deeper. Here's the lie. They build the bombs that destroy decent people who they don't look like. They want you to not only be oppressed, but to accept it as a gift, their oppression. No matter where they go, they lie, they cheat, they steal. And in order to remain in power, they must continue to lie, cheat, and steal. So when I'm told or showed how submissive I am, I'm grateful for my being that way. It tells me that my being submissive is the human in me, wanting to make things better, even if it means having to deal with the animal in you, the savage in you. Since you don't have the hue and you're angry because you don't, you want to find another form of or false, deceptive power of what they call it, supremacy. This is sad because if you know you have a problem with the sun, and the sun is the most worshipable gift we have that keeps us warm and all of that, the fact that this doesn't sit right with your body or your body's inability to embrace it, it only means one thing. You have not really found out why you cannot sit in the sun without having this problem. You're blaming the wrong people. You're hurting the wrong people. You're hurting your brothers, your sisters, and their children. Yeah, you're very deceptive. You teach people to dehumanize other people because of the fact that they're partially, they're not totally human. None of us really are because we've all been genetically engineered. But yeah, they run around and they pretend it's not happening. They want you to take this whipping or this bullet and not complain. They're angry at you for protesting. They're angry at you because you're tired of taking a whipping, something that they don't want to take. Nevertheless, no matter how much they hate you or mistreat you, that sun and that sky and the weakness in their organs will be the payment. That's how they'll pay. They'll pay from the weakness that they're afraid to find out why exists. Why don't you check out why your skin doesn't absorb the sun? Why don't you find out what Caucasian really means? They got this African American, they got this Italian American, they got Irish American. What does Caucasian really mean? I know there's a place, mountains, Caucasus Mountains, in Europe. Find out what it means. Find out who this Caucasus man was so you can know why your skin doesn't absorb the sun and not be angry at everyone whose skin does absorb the sun. So you can know why you have weak organs and not be angry at others because theirs are stronger. You have weak organs because you've been genetically engineered. Mankind played with your genes same way he played with mine. Look at the eyes. I had someone tell me, you've got kids born albino with light eyes. I don't believe that. It's possible, but it's not because they're born albino. It's because they've been raped their parents were raped on the plantation by a contaminated seed carried by mankind. Not humans, mankind. So a lot of this stuff that's happening, we deal with it. We don't have to, but see, we caught up wanting what they have to offer, what mankind has to offer. Things again, toys, trinkets. We lose touch with the spirit. If we stop buying that garbage they sell and stop praising it, all the people who are buying it and praising it will realize, wow, maybe those people know something that we don't know. Boom. That's the question. Do they know something that we don't know? That's why they're always worried. How are they still around? With all the mistreatment, we lock them up. We have guidelines. We write into law. We write in laws that keep them down. We write in laws that oppress them, and we expect them to embrace this and be happy. Take that, hold that, and that's that attitude. It's not the way, man. It's about oneness. Got to start loving. Tell your kids no more war. Tell your kids, rather than self-sacrifice, find a stronger duty, self-development. Teach your kids to stop chasing money. Teach them to look at information and research why they look the way they look and are the way they are, so they won't hate others because of that. Now that's a gift. I'm going to give y'all this one free. Right, Zilla? Say yes, baby.